To all, a good evening. I'm Mel Jones, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Ali Mitchell.
Thanks, Mel. It's great to be here for this match. I'm sure we'll be treated to a spectacular contest. Earlier, I took a look at what we can expect from the day's conditions, and the surface looks very dusty. However, I don't think that'll play into the bowler's hands much. There should be runs in this wicket. I'll be batting first. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Wonderful insight there from Ali Mitchell. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Wins the toss and decides to bowl first here. The home captain obviously thinking they've got a good grasp of the conditions. Lee, the right-hander, opening today. Shafali will be at the other end.
Precision. Past the umpire and not likely to get cut off.
First ball for the batter, coming in.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's a solid shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
They'll get at least one.
Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
End of the over, 10 off it. Delhi are 10 from none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
Going with spin now. Doesn't beat the infield.
On the up, a fabulous drive for 6.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Nicely played.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next delivery right. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Absolutely middled that. Can't get that outside the ring field. 13 runs added there. Delhi are 23 from none.
Tremendous start. Bowlers have been asking questions, and they've answered with full honours.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. There'll be runs here. Ooh, gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery.
The right-hander in the middle, ready to face their first ball.
Vulvar taking guard. Has been playing well in recent matches. They'll be eager to get bat on ball and bring their A game for this innings. Couldn't get it through the field.
was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Completion of the over. Allowing too many runs and the batters are just looking too comfortable out in the middle.
They've settled into a nice rhythm, that over, it seems.
Picks the gap with ease. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Shot. Should be runs.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. End of the over, 3 runs coming from it. Delhi are 31 for 1.
Run rate has steadied off now. They're finding boundaries and some singles in between. Good batting.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Straight to the fielder. Oh, nice catch. Good reactions.
Jemima, the new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings.
Rodriguez ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Shot. Textbook pull shot, and that is racing to the boundary.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. 4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. That's the over. Delhi are 40 for 2.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Right out of the middle of the bat. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Good return back from the deep.
They'll get at least one. Too good. That is huge.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Smith shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. There'll be runs here. Another pour over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day, and the momentum is all in one direction.
They've been reading the pitch well and playing each ball on its merits. Very good power play.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
The batters might start turning ones into twos here with the field back, trying to stop boundaries.
Middled that one. Great timing.
The captain moves the field back a bit here, trying to prevent boundaries. Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
And that's dropped. Oh, no. That's a solid shot. Quick onto that in the infield. That's too easy to pick up a single. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Huge! That's flown! Mandana will be happy with that over. As a captain, that's the sort of reply you need from a bowler after being hit around a bit.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish. Changes in the field to reduce the number of boundaries. The batters are going to have to take risks now to keep scoring them.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
A few moves made in the field.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Shot. Should be runs. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Super shot that.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Batter doesn't even have to move. Absolutely middled that one.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a good, strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
Shot. At least 2 on offer. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Can she come back with a dot ball?
They'll get at least 1. Pure class, right out of the meat of the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Nicely played. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. Brilliant shot, that's for the crowd.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
There'll be runs here.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Drills that one. There could be a couple if they hustle. Mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple. End of the over, 9 off it. Delhi, a 94 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Ah, just brilliant. On it early and sweeps it away.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Beats the fielder at cover. Nice shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away. Might look to go big again here.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hits. Fantastic.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Straight to the fielder, well held in the deep.
Right-hander out in the middle, doing a little bit of last-minute gardening.
Shot. Should be runs. Great shot. At least 1 on offer. Loud appeal. That's edged.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Out. Straight through to the wicketkeeper for a simple take.
The new batter in the middle has a lovely technique. She'll look to get into her work quickly.
They'll get at least one.
Cap gets off the mark.
Right out of the middle of the bat.
Good return there, back from the deep.
That's a solid shot. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. The end of the over and a much better one than the previous one. Keeping the batters honest.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Going with pace now. Doesn't beat the infield.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. Edged! Unplayable! Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward. Putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Shot.
Yep.
At least two on offer.
Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Wow, that's missed the lot! Edged! What a ball!
Into the 15th over, the batting team are now on 126 for 4.
The clerk has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Misses everything.
Well, that was a slower ball that didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Drives it. Wild shot.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Drives it. Complete miss.
Into the 16th over, the score is now 132 for 4.
Huge edge.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot, transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum.
Shot. Should be runs.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Left the wide delivery alone.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Gone. Great catch. Quick reactions.
Henry in the middle will want to get the feet moving from the get-go.
End of the second innings for the Royal batting team and now on 148 for 5.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Drills that one. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. Oh, great shot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be runs here.
Good return back from the deep.
11 runs added there. Delhi are 159 for 5.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Super shot that.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Nicely played.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Edged! What a ball! Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Oh, good shot for no runs. Quick to get onto the back foot, but cracked it straight to the fielder.
They'll get at least one.
End of the 19th over. Delhi.
Plenty of wickets in hand coming into the final over. They may as well go for broke. Huge! That's flown!
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Hit that hard and fast.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
That's off the middle of the bat.
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again. That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early, and it was dispatched with ease.
And that's the end of the innings. Delhi have set a target of 204 runs. I reckon this is a respectable total. If the bowls can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a really difficult chase.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
The Royal Challengers gets their first runs of the innings. Mandana picking up a good single there.
Nicely played.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Can't afford to go too full again. It helps to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Misses everything. Drives it, wild shot.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit.
Change in the bowling. Delhi switching it up with some pace. Sharma comes into the attack. Bowled! What a way to start the over.
Right-hander out in the middle and just about ready to go. She's got her tail up.
This could be out.
New batter at the crease. She'll look to settle into her innings quickly and work the ball around.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
There'll be runs here.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 8 for 2.
Second over down in the power play, and they're off to a sluggish start with the bat. There's been a good mix of bowling variations, though.
Super shot that.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the 6. Can she come back with a dot ball? Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Absolutely middled that.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Power and precision in that shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Can't hit it more sweetly than that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. A wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Shot. Should be runs.
End of the over. The Royal Challengers are now 23 for 2.
That's a solid shot.
Yes.
Ghosh is seemingly content with keeping the strike, decides against taking the single.
Picks the gap with ease.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Drills that one.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot. How will she reply?
Straight to the fielder.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Nicely played. At the end of the over, the Royal Challengers are 39 for 2.
4 gone, and we've seen some excellent power and timing this power play. But they're going to need plenty more of it.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Timed that perfectly.
Well, that's a very good hook shot. Onto the shorter ball quickly and has hit that well over the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot. Just square of backward point. That might just make it.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Finds the middle. Won't find the boundary.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. How will the bowler respond?
You won't see many better catches than that one.
Right-hander out in the middle, doing a little bit of last-minute gardening. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
Just sheer power off the back foot. They need to worry about running.
End of a high-scoring over. Superb batting. Plenty of boundaries. These two will be full of confidence now.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
There could be a couple if they hustle. Great shot. At least one on offer. On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away for 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Needs a dot ball.
There'll be runs here. 9 runs added there. The Royal Challengers are 70 for 3.
Well, they needed to come out strong, and they've certainly done that. Averaged 10+ runs and over, and they've given themselves a strong foundation for the chase ahead.
Well, don't even bother running.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a good length. Too short and you'll get punished on this pitch. Drives it, complete miss.
The loose full one goes unpunished. That's a very wide delivery. Very lucky the umpire decided against calling it.
Shot. Should be runs. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
A bit of a rethink is needed. Delhi, you feel just needed a new approach to restrict the flow of runs.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Great bowling. Really good shape on the ball. Nicely played.
Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 86 for 3.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum if these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Huge! That's flown!
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Well, this match is certainly getting exciting and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy in the ground. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Shot. At least 2 on offer. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 99 for 3.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rates.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. Drills that one. The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with all this noise. Drives it, complete miss. Through the gap, great shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Oh, it can be disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just have to accept it and move on. Confident appeal. Could it be?
Nice bowling.
Misses everything. Timed that perfectly.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope. Great Perfect shot, but not going to beat the fielder.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
End of the over, 7 off it. The Royal Challengers are 115 for 3.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again. Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Back-to-back boundaries. Can they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot? Too much room, got what it deserved. Straight to the fielder, well held in the deep.
De Klerk just about ready to go out in the middle. First ball for the batter, coming in.
They'll get at least 1.
Good return back from the deep.
Timed through the vacant point position and racing to the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary.
That's a solid shot. End of the over, 15 runs coming from it. The Royal Challengers are 130 for 4.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Beautiful catch.
Patil, the new batter in the middle. She'll want to get the feet moving, get behind the line of the ball early and get stuck into her innings.
And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
Gravy out in the middle. Lovely player to watch once in. Looks quite relaxed too.
This is basically the worst time to be coming out to the middle. A hat-trick ball.
The loose full one goes unpunished.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Power and precision in that shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. How will the bowler respond?
Shot. Should be runs.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
That's the over. The Royal Challengers are 136 for 6.
They've hung in there. The required rate hasn't gone too far ahead of 12 and over. If they keep their head, the final few overs, they'll have a real shot of winning the match.
Nice shot. Cut away. Running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery, timed well to the fielder.
They're confident. Shot. At least 2 on offer.
Yadav was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Waits for it and cracks it away. Could be 4 if it's found the gap.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. How will she reply?
There could be a couple if they hustle. A mix-up, and that's a gift for the fielding side.
Rawat, the right-hander coming in, lower down the order. Always nice to put some scoreboard pressure on the opposition.
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Drills that one.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Needs a dot ball. That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit. Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
They'll get at least 1. End of the over, 22 off it. The Royal Challengers are 166 for 7.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting.
Nicely played. No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
There'll be runs here.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery.
Bell in the middle will want to get the feet moving from the get-go. She's got her tail up.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. That shot allows them to get off the mark.
That's the end of the over. Some loose deliveries made that one a good one for the batting side, and the game is now firmly in their hands. Delhi will need to recover quickly if they want to swing things their way.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Solid shot, going for 4.
The short ball's picked up early here. Not the best delivery, but certainly was a good shot to dispatch it.
Bell has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. 4 all the way, save your legs.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Gone! What a superb delivery. Ripped straight through them and uprooted the stumps.
Smith, left-handed tail-ender, taking guard. Well, look how close that was to off stump. The timing on the shot was poor and really didn't even get close to the ball. Very lucky to get away with that.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
End of the 17th.
Right on the money there, making it difficult to get away.
3 for 9.
That's a solid shot.
Yep.
Waits for it and cracks it away. Could be 4 if it's found the gap.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Well, don't even bother running.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Power and precision in that shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Right out of the middle.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one.
Well, they've maintained the intensity all innings and kept ahead of the run rate. It's been a wonderful chase by this team. Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
Drives it, wild shot.
Nice bowling.
Big opportunity missed. A terrible delivery that was begging to be hit. Just 2 to win. Just 2 to win.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Right on the money there, making it difficult to get away.
Wow, that's missed the lot. They'll get at least one. Couldn't get it through the field.
They need 1 to win. Great work behind the stumps. Saved some runs with that dive.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you've enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.